just one day from Super Bowl 60, and the nerves are starting to pick up, and it's starting to feel real, guys, that the New England Patriots will be playing in another Super Bowl tomorrow. Welcome to Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Brett Alper. On today's show, we're going to be giving the final injury report that came out yesterday, but I couldn't get it to you guys because we had to travel all the way back from San Francisco back to Dallas. It was an amazing experience getting to get up close and personal with all the players, just having to be at Radio Row, getting the content for you guys because all of you deserved it. You guys were the real ones that have stayed true the whole entire season long, so that's why you subscribe to the channel. Go ahead, hit that sub button right now. I can't believe it's already over, and I'm back in my room in Dallas. I wish I was still in San Fran, but we got a watch party to do tomorrow night. So let's start with the injury report. We'll start with the Patriots side of things, and I think the biggest thing that we can talk about is the injury designations for Thayer Munford Jr. and Drake Maye because there are none. They both were kind of a limited participation. Thayer Munford Jr. was limited to participation in Wednesday and Thursday's practice with a knee injury. Obviously, we know that he's the backup left tackle to either Will Campbell or Morgan Moses, but he was a full participant in practice on Friday, did not have an injury designation. Then you have Drake Maye with that right shoulder injury, and we saw last week on Thursday's practice where he was a limited participant, and then on Friday's practice he didn't play, he missed practice, and everybody kind of, including myself, was, oh, here we go. It turned out that he was sick, but you could see on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, it was a full participation. He's 100% healthy, no injury designation, and he is getting ready for the game. He has no restrictions whatsoever. I'm excited for him to play, and if you are too, go ahead, hit that thumbs up icon if you're excited to watch Drake Maye in his first ever Super Bowl game. Now let's go to the injuries that kind of have a big deal and actually are questionable going into tomorrow. We have Joshua Farmer, who was a full participant in Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with a hamstring injury. He was labeled as questionable. That one I'm not really worried about for Farmer. The Patriots, they have enough depth at the defensive tackle position with Milton Williams, with Christian Barmore as your two starters, but then Khyiris Tonga, and you also have Corey Durden. You could bring up Leonard Taylor once again because he was the big player who made the game-blocking field goal in the AFC Championship game. So I think he'll play. The question is he going to be active? That will be known tomorrow night. Harold Landry, that is the one I'm looking at. And on Wednesday, he was a limited participant. And then on Thursday, he did not practice. Friday, he was also a limited participant. So it's kind of giving you that sense of, oh, he is going to be out there. I think he's going to be out there. And the question that everybody had, that I had, and including probably all you other Patriots fans, and we did a video on this, is how effective is he going to be? Because he only played 10 snaps in that Texans game in the divisional round and did not play in the AFC Championship game. And Mike Vrabel talked about it. He said they're doing everything they can to be ready for the football game, and we'll see how they respond from practice today. And being at media availability where they made Harold Landry available at the podium, and he was walking fine, he was looking good, and he said he can't wait to get out there, and he expects to play. So I expect him to play. I just don't know how many snaps he's going to take. For the other guy, Robert Spillane, that is the biggest injury that I am looking at because he is a captain. He wears that green dot on the back of his helmet, and if he can play, that is going to be a big jump for the Patriots. He did not practice on Wednesday, and you heard from me. I asked him the question on Thursday. I said, well, how's your ankle? Are you doing okay? What do you expect to play? And he was like, yeah, this was the whole part of the plan. We wanted me just to get a day of rest on Wednesday and practice on Thursday and Friday. He was a limited participant, and his status is questionable. But he told me specifically he 100%, what is the word I'm looking for? Expects to play. So I had no sleep. We took a red eye yesterday at midnight. We got all the way back to Dallas at 5 a.m. So I think he is going to be okay. Watching him walk around, that is a big deal to me. Seeing how you are on just a normal basis. How are you? And Robert Spillane, he was walking okay. He looked good. He was sounding confident, and he was really happy to just be at the Super Bowl. And I could tell that he is ready to take this team and bring them home a Lombardi trophy. Because when he's not on the field, I've showed the graphic before, the Patriots, they do not tackle well when he's off. It goes from a 4.2 missed tackles per game all the way up to like 9. It is a drastic change. It's almost like Milton Williams being out when he was out those 5 games. Robert Spillane is a huge part of this defense, and we need him in pass protection because you got to be able to guard A.J. Barner. You got to be able to guard Cooper Kupp across the middle. You have to have those guys. I hope Robert Spillane plays. Don't jinx it, guys. Don't jinx it. If you want everybody healthy, go ahead, hit that thumbs up icon. And also, while you're at it, we're still selling these shirts, guys. Still selling these shirts. Chatsports.com/we're back. Chatsports.com/we're back. We got Drake Maye getting the torch from Tom Brady. Look, I'm pretty pissed off at Tom Brady right now, but he's finally starting to come around and actually root for the Patriots, which he should. But support the channel, support the new era of the Patriots. Chatsports.com/we're back. We'll have that in the comments and description of today's video. Going into the Seahawks, their injury report is a lot bigger, but there is only one person with an injury designation. So we'll go through all the full participants. You can see Drake Thomas with that shoulder. He was a full participant. Eric Saubert, full participant with a hammy. Robbie Ouzts, who's their fullback, limited participation, and he is questionable. He's your only one. Julian Love with a shoulder injury. He's full participant. Ernest Jones, chest, full participant. But the big one, well, Sam Darnold with his oblique is a full participant. We talked about him compared to Drake Maye, how they're both dealing with the little injuries, but everybody's banged up at this point. It's February, and you started playing football back in August. Jake Bobo, he's a full participant. Charles Cross, he was limited in Wednesday and Thursday's practice with a foot injury, but he is going to be a full participant on Friday. No injury designation, so he will be playing. And the big one, on Wednesday, Emmanwori, the rookie safety, who is absolutely incredible and who has been incredible this year, hurt his ankle. And watching him go around media availability where he was limping his ass off and kind of like, ugh. And they told him, like, the report said they kind of like comforted him, and that did not sound good. He went under imaging, but he was a limited participant on Wednesday, did not practice on Thursday, but then was a full participant in practice on Friday, does not have an injury designation, so I'm assuming that he is going to be able to go. So that is the biggest injury question for the Seattle Seahawks, is how healthy is Emmanwori going to be, because the Patriots, they need anything they can get. This Seahawks defense is really freaking good. Really good. DeMarcus Lawrence, Ernest Jones, Byron Murphy, everybody. The Patriots offensive line has to hold. Will Campbell's got to play his best game. Morgan Moses got to play his best game. Jared Wilson has to play his best game. Garrett Bradbury, Mike Onwenu, they all have to play well if they want to win this, because it's not only the Seahawks offense where you see Jackson Smith and Jigba, you see A.J. Barner, Cooper Kupp, K9, who I don't think is going to have a big game tomorrow. So lock it in if you like the under 72.5 yards. That is my favorite pick of the entire game. Go ahead and take that under. But it's going to take this game won in the trenches. And I know that the Patriots are fully preparing. And it's kind of funny how they were preparing, because before we get on out of here, I'll talk about just their last practice, and this comes from the pool reporter, Lindsey Jones, and she said that Vrabel doesn't typically send his team off to the field and into the locker room an hour into practice, but he did on Friday. And after a special team session, Vrabel blew the whistle, told the players to get on the field, and they spent 14 minutes inside. And what did Mike Vrabel do? He blasted Bad Bunny all over the stadium speakers for 14 minutes to simulate the halftime show. Simulate the halftime show. That is something that is outside the box, which is really funny to think about it, but it shows truly how locked in the Patriots are. And they're ready for this. And Vrabel was quoted saying, "We still have time to prepare. There's a lot of time to fine-tune things and get things physically and mentally ready to play, but I also want them to enjoy their time with said families and people they care about." It's a coach like that where they care about everything. Your family's here. This is a big opportunity, but at the same time, preparing. Absolutely preparing. And I got confidence in this team. I really got confidence in this team. I can't wait to watch this game tomorrow. The nerves are starting to kick in. I was giving you guys all the content all week, and I was kind of not thinking about it, just getting everything out. But now we're almost 24 hours away from kickoff, and it's starting to hit me, and I'm getting nervous, and I'm getting excited, and I can't wait to be on the watch party with you guys tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern Time. Don't miss out. Hit that bell notification when you sub it up to the channel, because we're going to be doing some giveaways. We're going to be watching the game. We're going to be having live analysis, highlights. There's going to be a lot of people tuning in. The highest watched party of the season. So go ahead, hit that sub button, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. And as always, let's go Pats.